The theme of this video is, should I click on that link sent via email? Again, the quick answer is no, you shouldn't. In reality, what you should do is type in the address directly on the browser. So let's take a look here at a phishing email that I found on my spam folder. Now, yes, it is on my spam folder, but the point of the email is to show you how good these emails are now. They look just like the ones sent from Facebook, with the exception that the image isn't showing because it is on my spam folder. But you can see that the colors, the font they use is pretty much the same as the ones used on Facebook. And that's not too difficult to find. So how do we detect whether this is a spam email or not, or a phishing email, a malicious phishing email? Well, first of all, let's look at the header. Who was it sent from? As you can see, we have this bogus address here. The reply to section also here has a bunch of emails that we don't recognize, which is kind of weird, and Facebook wouldn't do that. The next thing we're looking for are the links that are found on the email. As you can see here, I'm pointing to report the user, but if you look at the bottom left, you're going to see that it says mail to, and that's an HTML code to send somebody an email. That's not going to be a common link that you would find on an email, especially one sent from a reputable company. You also see that on the Yes Me. In the Learn More link, we do see a structure of a Facebook.com link. It looks a little bit more like something that we're looking for, but even though the link looks correct, I'm going to show you a trick that's going to take you to a different website, even though it does say Facebook.com in the bottom left. So the first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to ping Google.com and try to get their IP address. As you can see here, their IP address is 172.217.2.206. Now, Google does have many IP addresses, but this is the one that appeared when I did the ping. As you can see here, I put the IP address on the address bar in the browser, and I reached Google.com. So I'm using here an IPv4 converter. Now, this 142.250.64.238 IPv4 address belongs to Google.com. But when I convert it, I can convert it into an integer form and a hex form. And I can show you how this can be used to trick you. So I sent myself 4 links here. What's in common with the 4 links is that all of them have Facebook.com. And you're assuming that if you click on it, you're going to go to Facebook.com. But you can also see that all of them have an @ sign. Now, this is something that is used to connect to FTP sites, where before the @ you put the username, and after the @ you put the domain, or the link, or the IP address that you're going to go to. So let's see what happens when we click on these links. Let's see if we really go to Facebook.com. So I click on the first link, and I go into Google.com. I click on the second link. Again, I go to Google.com. Click on the third one. I go to Google.com. And I click on the fourth one. And again, I go to Google.com. Remember, what's after the @ sign is where you're going to go. So in this case, the first link I went to Google.com, that was the domain right there. The second one has the IPv4 address. That is an IPv4 address that belongs to Google. The third one is an integer number that represents the IPv4 address in an integer form. And the fourth one is a hex value that again represents the IPv4 address in hex. Here's another example I wanted to add to the video. As you can see here, I've hidden the @ sign with HTML encoding, and it's also using the hex value of the IP address. And again, here I can mouse over it, and you'll see in the bottom left, the link is still the same as seen on the email. And if I click on it, again, we reach Google.com. So what you should gather from this video is that the best way to reach a website is by typing the website directly on the browser. It could be tedious, but it's the safest thing you can do. Again, this should be done whether you're visiting Google.com or Facebook.com or your banking website. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, if you like my content, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and please stay safe online.